Okay. Well, thank you for letting me talk to you. My first question to you is, how did you become an actress? How did all that begin for you?
Um, I was doing performance with film and television at university, and I was just doing performing arts. So I was just kind of, it wasn't really acting, it was more kind of just putting actions together. I don't even know what performance art is now, right? But I got a good grade for it. I ended up mocking it, because it was a terrible degree. It was terrible. It's like, what can you do with performance art when you leave uni? You can't, unless you want to be a teacher or something. And so I was getting good grades for taking the Mickey out of it. I don't know if you heard of the expression "taking the Mickey." I don't know the American. The taking the Mickey is just like I was making jokes out of it. I thought like this is terrible. I'm gonna make some joke. I'm gonna make jokes out of this degree. So I was getting good grades for my jokes and stuff. And so I thought, oh, people like this. So I ended up doing stand-up comedy. Um, and then I discovered clowning. And then I did some screen acting. And so I mainly specialise in the comedy genre more than anything. I just love humour. Um, and yeah, that's it. And now I do a lot of videos now. I have done a bit of live. I've done some live work. I've um, I've done some. I have my own show as well on Channel 4 online. Um, and I have a few other credits. But yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, yeah, it's similar to me. I started in theater and then I switched to radio and then voiceover work. And I've been doing acting and radio work and been in this industry for about 9 years now, and I love it. It's a wonderful industry to be in. It's not for everyone, I must say, but I love being a part of it.
Hmm. Oh, you do radio as well, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And you write your own shows and things.
Yeah, I have my own show. I have a few of my own shows. I have about two or three of them, and yeah, it's fun.
I think it's the best thing in the world to create your own work, and have your own team, and it just feels like an excuse just to be like a kid again, and play and create this world. Um, and I, yeah, and radio. I mean, I don't know much about radio, but do you do radio plays as well?
Yes, I used to work with a gentleman who did radio dramas, and I did voices for that and different things. And it's radio dramas were like the old days, so it's coming back to an extent, and I enjoy them. It's interesting.
Yeah. So have you heard of Monty Python?
Monty Python, yeah, uh-huh. Hmm.
I think they did radio plays as well. They started off doing radio plays.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think there's enough of that anymore on radio. It's just mainly music. I think they should revive like just those sort of radio shows. I think. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, back in the olden days, it was radio dramas and music, and now these days it's more just music. And I think radio dramas are coming back in certain areas, and I hope they do come back because they were interesting. Very different. Similar to television, but it had a different atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah. Um, do you have like a favorite actor as well?
Yeah, actor. I've pretty much done it all so far in this industry. I've done acting, writing, producing, directing. Uh, and for theater and independent films and radio and voiceover work. And yeah, I've had fun.
Mhm. And like, who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor is he's passed away now, but my favorite actor was a actor named Max von Sydow.
I've never heard of him. Ah, is he like an old school actor?
Yeah, he was an old school actor. Uh-huh.
So you must like your vintage films then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm more of a oldies type guy. I like the older generation stuff that came out, and it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen there's some old films out on YouTube actually that I've seen, like really old ones. There was um there was a I think Frankenstein,
Hmm. Hmm.
that one, and then I can't remember the name of it, but you'll know the name. I think it's the first ever zombie film, like the very first one, and it's all about this man who walks in his sleep.
Hmm. No, I don't know
He,
if I've heard of that one.
oh, it's good. You know when like it's there. I mean, I can see it, but I can't remember the name of it. That's the thing. But
Mhm.
that one, I like. I like seeing how where films originated from, and how they've evolved.
Yeah.
I think that's quite interesting, and like um, I like I like seeing how actors have evolved from from where they hang on to one sec the phone.
Mhm.
I just like seeing old films and just seeing it really. I was interrupted by the phone. I'm gonna hide it. I mean, thinking more, what am I into? I like 80s films more, I think. I've watched a few 30s and 20s, um, but I prefer more like 80s and 90s, I
Yeah.
reckon. I don't like I don't like much of the new stuff now because it's all like Marvel, and I'm like, there's no, you know what I mean? There's no artistry to that. I don't know. I don't know what you think of Marvel. What do you think of Marvel movies?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat the old films, the old school, and people try to make remakes of it, of certain films, and it's, not exactly the same.
Yeah, it's cringe. I think there's some that like they revived Catwoman, and then that won a Razzie. I'm just like, why? And Halle Berry enjoyed picking up that award as well. I saw it. She was, yeah, it was the worst film, and like, why are you proud of that? Batman Returns, that was enough. And then you had what was the other Batman, and you had the was it the Dark Knight or the one after? We had the Catwoman, and she wasn't that bad. I think Michelle Pfeiffer was the best one, and they should leave it. It's something that you should leave, and they keep making more Batman films. I think they should just stop. But that's my opinion.
Yeah. My
Um,
next question to you is what is your advice to people who want to be in this business, who want to be an actor or actress?
ah, make your own stuff, network, work out, know yourself as well, work out your unique selling point, and um, don't feel ashamed of who you are. I was, for example, I found out that I'm on the spectrum myself, and it takes a lot longer for me to understand what the casting director wants from me. And so my agent actually said, just tell them that you're on the spectrum because they can give you more time to understand. Because I take things very literally, and then there's other little bits. Did you say that you're on the spectrum
Yeah, I'm high functioning autistic.
Yes. How do you find the casting sessions?
Well, I enjoy doing it. I get a little bit nervous with different things. It's because of my autism. But once I start getting into it, I start to calm down and start having a conversation. And, you know, uh, I'm much of a talker. I love to talk. So that fits in very well with my job too. So yeah, once my nerves settle down, I go with the flow.
Yeah, and I think that's the best thing is like more with the nerves and things, and like I didn't know that because I've struggled most of my life with social stuff and then everything, and then like and most of my friends are either Asperger's or autistic, and I understand where a lot of my friends come from, and we have these conversations, and like it kind of made sense. And so when you contacted me, I thought, you know what, I want to have a conversation about this and see, like I feel that there needs to be more of an awareness in the industry about how people do their casting. We all think differently, and I think that's brilliant. And but I don't feel like in education back, in education areas or casting areas, they know how to talk to different types of people, with direction and stuff, which is even more of an important thing to create your own work and have your own team as well. So that's what. So going back to your question, because I went on to, I digressed and I went off the other way. Um, this was the main reason why I started sort of just do my own thing and just focusing on my own small team and just being open and proud of who you are. Um, so the other thing is what I've learned as well to get by in the industry is networking, and there's a lot of business. It's always business. So um, as soon as you're casted in something and they give you the footage, you have to share it to on social media platforms and things, and say, hey guys, this is what I've done. You can even send it to casting directors. When you've done a casting, you send a thank you note, um, and just always be professional on set. Because also what I found out as well is sometimes I was sitting down in the waiting room once, waiting to be called in for an audition, and I heard I had the people in production and casting. They were talking, and they were saying, "Oh, this actress, she keeps moaning about this and that and the other. They won't hire her again because she's missing too much and this and that." I know they wouldn't, but if you're always just like focused on your work and you're making yourself sort of like just talk to people and just and be engaging, um, I think that kind of works. The other thing as well is that one of my friends, he found it difficult to get to land the role, but then he's got this one commercial, and now he's getting commercial after commercial because they found out what his USP was, and he knows what his unique selling point is. And so now he's getting casted in similar things, almost like typecasting. So he'll always get the weird roles. Like he'll get like a nose or someone that eats loads of food, this and that. He enjoys his food. Or with other weird creatures. um,
Yeah.
Let me think. Um, Always keep training as well. Yeah, you always have to train your instruments. Um, So I found out if I'm not training or doing a monologue every week, I get rusty. Or even if I'm not doing a scene, like my performance gets rusty because acting is not just about remembering lines and stuff. It's all about the character, how they're feeling, the silences and stuff. And because I did character comedy as well,
Mhm.
um, obviously I've got to think about comic timing and the beat, and the 3 second pause and then the punchline and this and that. That my friend Yasser Kiani, he's on the same agency as me. He's always writing jokes, half an hour a day, writing jokes, writing jokes, writing jokes. And so when you meet up with him, he's always quickfire, joke after joke after joke, because he's been training that muscle. So it's all about training the muscle every day. You don't wait until you get the audition. You just always train and know what your unique selling point is. Um,
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
answers
and you never stop learning in this business. There's always room to learn. You never stop learning.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's actually a valid point. But that's only if you allow yourself to never stop learning. And that shows that you're not an arrogant person. You know that there's so much to learn. Because you meet people in this industry where they go, I know everything, I'm an actor, blah, blah, and they've never changed. They never do anything. They just think, you see them in, you don't really see them in anything. And they go, oh, I'm an actor, I'm not getting any work, or I'm
Mhm.
trying to be an actor, you know. Go out and film something, do something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, you have to love doing what you're doing in this business. You have to have the craft and the passion for it. And when you go in for auditions, don't take rejection personally. It's the business. It's nothing personal.
I was taking rejection very personally when I first started.
Yeah.
Oh, and especially when I was doing stand up, and if I bombed, I was crying on the train. And I'm like, what do I expect? It's the first time I told a joke ever, right? I haven't refined it. I was arrogant. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna it's gonna land straight away, Like, what kind of land was I living in? You have these people who are like dead funny, but they've been refining their material over and over again. Um, just going, oh, that doesn't work. Oh, that works. Oh, okay, I didn't know. I'll keep doing that. And you have to enjoy it. You should have the pleasure in performance. Because if you're always crying and going, oh, I'm not going to get the role and stuff, you're just going to go up. You're going to get called and just be grumpy in front of a casting director. I'm not going to get this anyway. Then the casting director's going to look at you and go, oh, well, this person's a grump. We're not casting this person.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, I think you had a very good point.
Yeah. My last question to you is, are you involved in any projects at the moment? Do you have anything upcoming you can share?
No, I can't. I can't say anything at the moment.
Okay.
I am doing something, but I can't. Not at this moment. That's why I've been busy. You were like, oh, do you want to change your time and stuff? But it's been very intense. But you probably, yeah. Oh, do you know what? I'll inbox you and let you know nearer the time. But right now, I want the COVID back up for an advert. So that was fun. So the COVID backup is, I think, I don't know if you've got that term in America. I get paid to wait at home in case the main actor has COVID. And if they've got
Mhm.
COVID, step in and I play that part.
Yeah. Well,
So,
thank you for letting me talk to you. It's been a pleasure, and it's very interesting. You're on the spectrum as well. I don't meet a lot of actors and or people in this industry that's on the spectrum, so it's very interesting to meet someone else.
yeah, I was very enthusiastic when I found out you were on the spectrum as well, or you are on the spectrum. And then I wanted to hear of the casting process and stuff. But I think what you're doing is fantastic, and you should keep at it for sure. So I think it's great that you're doing radio work and everything else. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. And I'll send you a link to the interview when it's up so you can listen to it and share it on social media and wherever. So I'll definitely send you a link to it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And that was actress Miss Narin Oz. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you, and join us next time back on the phone tomorrow when I interview Mr. Wally Welch, actor. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. God bless.